Joe Webb, Business Development Director of Thomasvale Construction, outlines his views of Midlands Construction Summit.
Any forum like this is good to engage with your fellow professionals, and having these strong debates within our own construction community is important that we help us solve the challenges that we've got coming up. I'm a strong believer in terms of leadership. We need to lead from within. So if we've got issues and challenges in the industry, as a construction community, we need to deal with them, debate them, sort them out, and then go to the powers to be, whether that be local authorities, central government, private sector clients, and say, we've got a solution for it. And forums like this are very good for that.
What were your key messages today?
Well, my key messages, and indeed Thomasvale Bouygues' key messages, will be we are emerging from a very difficult time, hopefully, in terms of the recession for the last couple of years. We have a skills shortage, but there are a number of opportunities that will present themselves. We need to be very focused on our strategy, make sure that the opportunities we go after, we have the skills and the capability to be able to deliver, and be clear in our strategy and our growth plans.
Construction 2025 sets some fairly high benchmarks. How do you think your business will meet those challenges?
Well, how long do you've got? I mean, there are some significant challenges, there's no doubt about that. I think the construction process itself within the overall development process is quite small. When you look at planning, when you look at the whole FM and the total life cycle of a property as a client or a public sector client would invest. So we've definitely got to look at our own piece of the jigsaw, and that comes back to BIM, modern methods of construction, more standardisation or replication. There's so much more we need to develop in this country in terms of standardisation and replication. If you look at on the continent, they're probably more comfortable with that, but they don't have the same sort of planning regime. And we have to look at lessons learned and how we can take that forward. But we can't continue to keep doing what we have been doing, because we'll end up with the same sort of results. And our business wants to do more of our key sector work in certain areas, and we want to make a return for our shareholders, and that we'll be doing more and more with less and less customers.
And finally, how do you think that the Midlands Construction Summit is going to help this whole process? We see the goals. How is it helping with action?
Well, as I said at the start, I think it's really important that we have these debates, not just with clients and fellow professionals, but also with the supply chain. So we as a construction property community need to debate these issues, solve these challenges ourselves internally almost, and then go to our customer base and present ourselves in a very professional and innovative way. And forums like this are going to help it, not only for the wider, outside the Greater Birmingham region, but I think the Greater Birmingham region has a lot of challenges but a lot of opportunities in terms of what's going to happen with HS2 and the future development that's needed around the city centre itself, but also the Greater Birmingham region. And I think the new impetus that's presented itself with local authorities working closer together, that is what big stakeholders in the region want. They want local authorities to work closer together. Investors, when they come to this region, want a very joined-up approach in terms of investment, in terms of planning, in terms of energy. And for Greater Birmingham to harness that and attract that investment will allow me to deliver on my strategy, and allow a region like this to deliver on their strategy.
And if you were talking directly to a fellow professional who perhaps hasn't been to the Midlands Construction Summit, what would you say to them?
Well, I'm a great one sometimes to moan myself, and it's very easy to sit back and really complain about what we've got. We've got great opportunity. We've got a lot of spend and hopefully a lot of growth that's going to come into the industry. And I think there's a great opportunity for us to go forward and come up with win strategies within the built and the property community. So anyone who's not involved in this forum need to come here, get involved in the debate, and then collectively, as supply chain partners, as clients, as main contractors, come up with the right strategy for us to be able to deliver on some of the undertakings within the challenges within 2025 strategy.